The superintendent. Actually, my wife used to teach at Cesar Chavez Elementary School, and I used to be a resident here in the Mission. I'm very familiar with the schools in the Mission District, from Bryant Elementary. My daughter actually started her education at Marshall Elementary School as well. We're very familiar with the schools here in the neighborhoods. And for me, to really improve the schools, we need to start at the earliest level of education, the preschool level. And we are able to get young students to be prepared for kindergarten. They're going to have much greater success throughout their career in school up to college. I want to create so more incentives. I'm going to reauthorize the preschool for all, which will be on the ballot in 2015. I also want to make sure that we can create smaller, more individualized learning environments. We have incredible schools in San Francisco that are doing amazing work. The June Jordan School for Equity, which is a small school, is graduating African American students and Latino students who are college ready. 70% of the students are college ready at the school. That's because they have a curriculum that is relevant to children in their lives. That's what I want to bring, is a new curriculum that can actually be relevant and assure that people have a meaningful experience in the education system.
Thanks, John. Same question,
When I worked in the San Francisco Mental Health Department many years ago, I started the very first mental health clinic at Galileo High School. And that is the kind of model that we ought to be pushing forward to even more today than ever before. When I was on the Board of Education, we started to invite nonprofit organizations, city organizations to provide services into our community. Because kids, it's not about just simply having good teachers. Good textbooks and good curriculum. You know, you can't study and you can't concentrate if you worry about, well, when I walk home, somebody's going to beat me up, or mom and dad are going to be fighting again, or that the community's going to be terrorized by gunshots all over the neighborhood. And so you've got to start understanding that there are all of these social emotional issues that you've got to deal with. You've got to transform our schools into community schools, where it is a place for a variety of services, not only for children, but also for the community. That should be a beacon of service so that all of our needs are being taken care of, both adults and kids.
Thank you. Bevan?
In my first year on the Board of Supervisors, and my district includes Mission High School, 2 students were shot and killed in their own neighborhoods as Mission High students. And I initiated with the athletic director, Scott Kennedy, a program called missionasap.org. And we raised money from the 49ers, and in our first year we sent 29 students to 4-year colleges to have experiences in soccer camps and other sports and academic camps. And now over 300 students a year are going, and it's helped to transform the school. I think we should have a success plan for every school, and particularly those in the Mission, and they each require different things that we can do. I do want to say Mission High just went up 75 points in their academic exams this year, and I want to thank the businesses in the Mission, Delphina, Buy Right, Francis, Slanted Door, Serve Lunch for all 900 students to congratulate them. Rachel Herbert's here from Dolores Park Cafe. She sponsored our ASAP breakfast this year. So please visit missionasap.org and get involved with Mission High. Thank you.
I have been to Mission High probably 3 or 4 times over the past year, and I want to first thank all of you who are part of that community, and to let you know, we of course need to do more, not just in Mission High, but in every school in the city. The question was around what more can city government do to help our schools. Part of the issue has always been the school district does not report up to the city and county of San Francisco, to the mayor and board of supervisors. And as a result, a lot of elected officials often don't focus on the school district. I think that needs to change. We need an education mayor. We need a mayor who's going to help bring resources from the city and county of San Francisco to ensure that our after-school programs are being fully funded, to ensure that if there are teachers in danger of being laid off, Bev Duffy and I and John Avalos voted over the past few years to make sure that that didn't happen with city funds. We also need to make sure that there are private resources that are going to our local schools. When the company Twitter came to us as a city and said, we're going to move unless we have a little bit of help, I told the CFO of Twitter, you need to make sure you adopt a couple of local schools in the Tenderloin. And we need to ensure that other companies that are benefiting from the 21st century economy here in San Francisco also take responsibility for ensuring the 21st century workforce and the education of our future kids.
Thank you.
can do to support schools. One is to increase the ability and predictability and certainty in school assignment, continuing to work with the school district to implement their new school assignment plan. Second, we need to put our money where our mouth is. Prop H funding, which goes up to $60 million a year, is scheduled to expire in the next couple of years. We need to not only extend Prop H funding, we need to expand it. So it goes from $60 million to $90 million of money that we're providing to SFUSD, mainly to help deal with professional development for teachers, new accountability and development for principals, and also to expand on the promise of immersion education for the new immersion programs that we have here in SFUSD. And finally, we need to embrace community schools and recognize that good community schools where we have city services in schools help to support not just the kids that are there, the parents of the kids that are there, but the surrounding neighborhood, so we can build a constituency that sees the value of public schools, whether they have kids in there or not, so that they're willing to invest in a community approach that neighborhood schools bring to a surrounding community.